Are you planning a move to Australia in 2026? You're probably wondering, how much money do I really need to start a new life there, considering all the initial and ongoing costs? Many people commonly ask if $5,000 is truly enough to get started. Let's do the math step by step and uncover the true costs you'll face, from essential one-time initial setup expenses right through to your everyday monthly living expenses. First, let's tackle the major one-time costs you'll encounter right upon arrival in Australia. These are crucial initial investments that every newcomer must budget for carefully. Visa fees represent a significant upfront expense and vary widely by visa type. As of July 1st, 2025, a student visa costs 2,000 Australian dollars for the primary applicant, a skilled migration visa 4,910 Australian dollars for the main applicant, and a partner visa can reach 9,365 Australian dollars for the primary applicant. Beyond visa fees, you'll need to budget for international flights, which fluctuate based on your country of origin and travel season, as well as initial arrival costs such as setting up essential utilities like electricity, gas, and internet in your new home. Additionally, securing housing requires a rental bond, which is typically equivalent to 4 weeks' rent and serves as a standard upfront requirement in Australia. Now, let's dive deeper into the ongoing monthly expenses, as these will form the largest portion of your living costs once settled in Australia. Rent often emerges as the single largest monthly expense for most people. The national median rent stood at 665 Australian dollars per week, or about 2,866 Australian dollars per month in 2025, and it's projected to rise to 685 Australian dollars per week in 2026. City-specific rents can vary greatly. For instance, a one-bedroom apartment in Sydney's CBD might cost 550 Australian dollars to 700 per week, while in Melbourne it's slightly more affordable at 450 Australian dollars to 600 per week. Groceries constitute another major recurring monthly cost. A single person could easily spend 400 Australian dollars to 600 per month on food, while an average household might allocate around 185 Australian dollars per week for groceries. Transportation expenses differ based on your choices, ranging from 30 Australian dollars to 150 per week if relying on public transport like trams or trains, or higher if you decide to own and operate a car. For an 85 square meter apartment, utilities such as electricity, water, and gas can total 300 Australian dollars to 400 per month, with internet services adding approximately another 80 Australian dollars monthly. Although Australia's Medicare system covers basic healthcare needs, opting for private health insurance provides extra coverage and peace of mind at around 100 Australian dollars per month. Be sure to account for other essential expenses too, such as entertainment, clothing purchases, and leisure activities, which can add up to 150 Australian dollars to 400 per month, depending on your lifestyle. To help you visualize these costs better, let's examine 3 common real-life scenarios and their typical monthly budgets. A student relocating to Australia might expect total monthly expenses of 1,500 Australian dollars to 2,500 Australian dollars, with rent included as a key component. For a single working professional, monthly outlays could range from 2,000 Australian dollars to 3,000 Australian dollars, or potentially 3,500 Australian dollars to 4,500 when factoring in rent in a major city. Couples should plan for 4,500 Australian dollars to 6,000 per month combined, while families with children might require 5,000 Australian dollars to 7,000 to cover all needs comfortably. Beyond regular budgeting, it's absolutely vital to maintain a solid financial buffer to handle any unexpected events or worst-case scenarios that might arise. This emergency fund can protect against things like delays in securing employment, which can sometimes take several weeks or months, or sudden medical emergencies that require immediate attention. Keep in mind that living costs vary dramatically by city across Australia. Sydney and Melbourne tend to be the most expensive, generally higher than Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth, with Adelaide and Hobart standing out as the most affordable options. Furthermore, you should factor in modest inflation rates, as living costs are projected to increase by 2 to 3% annually, including rises in housing and other essentials. Fortunately, Australia's job market remains robust with high demand in sectors like healthcare, technology, construction and trades, and education, offering a median full-time annual income of 90,000 Australian dollars, which equates to about 7,500 Australian dollars monthly, while the minimum wage is 23 Australian dollars and 23 cents per hour, or roughly 46,000 Australian dollars yearly. Grasping these detailed costs is your essential first step toward a smooth and successful move to Australia. For more in-depth information, personalized budgeting tools, or expert advice, be sure to visit our website today or consult with a qualified financial advisor.